Live from downtown Bakersfield, 23 ABC News at 6 starts now.
We are continuing to follow that developing story. Local business leader and car dealership owner Jose Arredondo reportedly dying while in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico.
Arredondo's death has reportedly left his friends, family, and employees in a state of shock.
John Petrie, the owner of Motor City Lexus, saying that he received an email today that Jose Arredondo had died. And according to Petrie, the email stating that Arredondo passed away in Cabo San Lucas. There are no further details about his death. When 23 ABC spoke with Petrie, they said Arredondo was in Mexico, and that's all they could say. Petrie going on to say he was saddened to hear the news.
His family was, reached out to us and let us know what happened, and, certainly a sad circumstance. I don't know the details of the situation. I only know that he was in Cabo San Lucas on business and pleasure. I know he had a home down there and a business down there, so I don't really know the circumstances why he was there, but unfortunately something tragic happened to him last night.
According to his biography on his website, Arredondo was born in Mexico, was 4 of 11 children he had been working with automobiles and had great passion for them. That passion leading him to purchase a car lot here in Kern County, and now that 5-acre lot, Family Motors, holds more than 300 cars. We've been unable to speak with him or confirm his passing with the family, but we are told that email, and in that email chain that was received by several car dealer owners today, they're saying he'll be missed.
New details in the murder of an Oildale woman last week. The sheriff's office confirming to 23 ABC News that Lydia Robertson was hit in the head with a large piece of concrete. The man suspected in her murder, her husband, Nathaniel Robertson, was arraigned in court today. He pleaded not guilty to a first-degree murder charge. Lydia Robertson was found on Sycamore Street near South Plymouth Avenue and Beardsley Avenue with major injuries to her head last Thursday. Nathaniel Robertson was arrested the next day. He's expected back in court later this month and is currently being held on $1 million bail.
The former North High School equipment manager accused of engaging in sex acts with a minor appearing in court today, and his attorney requesting more time to conduct further investigation. Judge Michael Bush pushing back the case of 40-year-old Edwin Rodriguez to October 24th. Rodriguez represented by attorney Kyle Humphrey. Rodriguez charged with 24 crimes, including 8 counts of lewd or lascivious acts with a child 14 or 15 years old. The investigation into Rodriguez began September 26th of last year when a North High School student reported to a school administrator they had received sexually explicit messages from him through social media. During the investigation, Kern County Sheriff's deputies and detectives saying Rodriguez sent sexually explicit messages to at least 8 juvenile students through Snapchat and had sexual contact with several students. Rodriguez has since resigned from North High School. And the Bakersfield woman who was caught on video dragging a small dog behind a scooter allegedly now scheduled to appear for a preliminary hearing in August. Elaine Rosa remaining free on bail but is not allowed to possess any animals pending the outcome of the case. She appeared in court today to schedule an August 29th preliminary hearing. That hearing will determine if there is enough evidence for the case to go to trial. Rosa charged with cruelty to an animal, a felony, and failing to provide animal care, a misdemeanor. The felony charge carries a maximum penalty of 3 years in jail and up to $20,000 fine. The misdemeanor punishable by up to 6 months in jail.
4 homes are uninhabitable, Marietta fire officials said this morning, the day after a natural gas explosion killed a SoCal Gas employee and leveled a house. During an afternoon briefing, officials with SoCal Gas identified the employee killed in the blast as 31-year-old Wade Kilpatrick, an 11-year employee who worked his way from a meter reader to a lead construction technician. The blast also injured 15 other people. 3 of the people injured were firefighters. After damage assessments, officials said there are 26 homes that have been yellow tagged, which means they are damaged but can be occupied. The 4 red tagged homes include the home where the blast occurred.
A new development emerging after the 2-hour standoff with Bakersfield police yesterday at Beach Park that resulted in an arrest of a suspected suspect in a kidnapping investigation.
23 ABC's Leslie Gooden has been following this story and has the latest information.
Bakersfield police say 42-year-old Matthew Queen fled from Bakersfield police while he was being investigated on a kidnapping case. Soon thereafter, he ran into the Kern River and braced himself against a concrete pillar here at Beach Park.
He shouldn't be out. I hope he stays in jail.
Queen was taken into custody and was believed to be armed. Records show he has 4 criminal cases in San Diego from 2004 and 2007. In Kern County, he has several cases with a total of 13 charges, each one for possession of a firearm by a felon.
People he knows has a lot of answers, not just for our case, the Bakersfield 3 case, but also for this kidnapping case, whoever that is, I have no idea.
Bakersfield police say they are still investigating Jane Parent's daughter's disappearance, Bailey Despot, who's known as one of the Bakersfield 3.
We did not like each other. So the first time I met him, I'm like, oh my God, why is this 40-year-old man with my daughter?
BPD says that Queen's current arrest at this time is unrelated to the BK3 cases. Parent says that Queen referred to himself as her daughter's boyfriend, and he said that Despot was pregnant.
We were at a family get-together, and he came by and kind of announced it, so that wasn't good. I never got to confirm personally with her.
The BK3 story has been followed nationwide and is full of supporters. Parent says it's because of their fight why people can relate to them.
Person, and I'll spend every last cent I have and live in a cardboard box if that's what it takes to find my daughter. I think maybe that's why, because I'm not going to stop. And just making people aware that we have to take back our town, not just our town, our whole country. We need to take it.
At this time, the Bakersfield Police Department says they are still investigating Bailey Despot and the rest of the Bakersfield 3 cases. Queen is scheduled to be arraigned in court this Thursday.
Temperatures were warm today across Kern County, but thankfully to an onshore breeze that helped clear out some of the air quality. So from here in the valley, you had a nice clear view of the mountains this afternoon. So temperatures are down a few degrees from what we were feeling this time yesterday. 96 degrees right now here in Bakersfield with 10-mile-per-hour winds. The valley is seeing anywhere from 98 to 91 degrees, 85 up in Lake Isabella and 90 in Mojave. But if you are planning your evening, well, in our mountain and desert cities, you are going to continue to see those breezy conditions that we have felt over the past 2 days. So I have more details on just how strong those winds will be getting later in the show, but we are going to continue to track that fresh onshore flow. So that's going to keep temperatures near seasonal for the next 2 days, but we have a cool down on the way as we head into the weekend. I'll let you know what temperatures you can expect coming up next.
Summer is here. That means summer travel. And if you live in Tehachapi, the Tehachapi Police Department recommending talking to them before you leave for your trip. 23 ABC's Scott Sheehan has more on the steps you can take before you take off.
Summertime. This summer, AAA says about 2/3 of Americans will take a family vacation. For those in Tehachapi, the police suggest a quick trip to see them before they leave.
Well, Tehachapi Police Department offers the residents vacation checks. So if you're going on vacation, whether it's a day, 2 weeks, 2 months, you can go ahead and sign up for free.
To sign up for a vacation check, you need to give your contact information to Tehachapi Police, along with your address and days you'll be gone. But don't worry, TPD officers say that information will remain confidential.
It gives us better contact information in the event that crime occurs at your house, so we can contact you to inform you if criminal activity is occurring at your house.
While the family is gone, Tehachapi Police will drive past the home more often and look for anything suspicious. If they spot something, they'll know how to get in touch with the resident.
It provides a better proactive response with first responders knowing who is away from their home and who isn't.
The goal, to have more eyes watching the neighborhoods to give less opportunities to those would-be criminals this summer.
But if they see more visible presence, it just shows there's less opportunity to commit a crime. Opportunity is what criminals are looking for. So if you can reduce that opportunity, you're going to reduce crime.
That was Scott Sheehan reporting. If you sign up for those vacation checks, police say when they're not on a call, they'll pull up their vacation log and then drive past your home. Officers saying the vacation checks also apply to businesses that may close for an extended period of time. For more information on how to sign up for those vacation checks, you can find our story on our website, turn223.com.
Small business owners impacted by the recent earthquakes will soon get some relief. The Small Business Administration will be hosting a free webinar at Cal State Bakersfield tomorrow from noon noon until 1 p.m. It'll be held at the Small Business Development Center on campus. At the webinar, people can learn about financial relief that's available to help get their business back on its feet. We have a link where you can register online on our website, turn223.com. And happening now, local Congressman and House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy is hosting a town hall over the phone for the community of Ridgecrest. That telephone town hall started at 6 o'clock. McCarthy is joined by local officials, FEMA, and the U.S. Geological Survey, as well as other agencies. During the teletown hall, officials are planning to provide the community with updates on the efforts being made to repair and rebuild Ridgecrest. Officials say they will be calling Ridgecrest residents so people don't have to go anywhere or do anything. They will come to you. We're going to have more on the town hall later tonight on 23 ABC News at 11.
Coming up next in sports, we take a look at just another Bakersfield ball player making a run in the minor leagues. We'll show you that. Coming up, that more in sports. Allison?
Our mountain and desert cities will be feeling those gusty winds overnight. I'll let you know what that means for temperatures tomorrow. Coming up next. Welcome back to 23 ABC Sports. We're going to start things out here in the Live Center because this week the Madden scores came out and madness ensued. And you know who's having a lot of fun with it, who always does, and who we love here in Bakersfield? That would be quarterback Derek Carr for the Oakland Raiders. And of course, he got pegged with a overall 80 rating. It's not too bad, but he just said, we're just leaving us some room to adjust up. And that's right, because his teammate Antonio Brown, one of the highest guys to be on the Raiders, he's up here on the list with the guys in the high 90s. But of course, LA Rams tops out less Aaron Donald, and we're going to take a look at the Rams. They were making sure to give some love to their interior linemen there, but also the LA Rams are talking about they have the only team with 3 wide receivers who will start out with at least an 84 rating, so maybe Antonio Brown can get on that one as well. But we're going to talk about the 49ers too, the highest rated 49ers in Madden 20. Thoughts on these ratings? Of course, it's going to go to one of the vets, Richard Sherman. I'm still getting used to him being with the 49ers. My heart still thinks he's with the Seahawks, but he's doing his thing. He's getting an overall rating of 93. And to top it all off, the Los Angeles Chargers and Phillip Rivers, we know and love him. Well, they're having a lot of fun. The 99 toughness rating, yeah, he's getting in, and they're playing a little fun with SpongeBob SquarePants, Salty Spittoon from SpongeBob, because this guy's tough and he's showing it. And of course, Twitter, just all over the board. They're having fun with these Madden ratings, and we are enjoying all of it. But then today, we got to talk about our Condors. They announced 2 American Hockey League contract signings for the 2019 season, and it's going to some familiar names from last year. Defenseman Jake Kulevich has signed a 1-year American Hockey League contract. He had 8 points in 29 games with the Condors last year and has notched 73 games in the American Hockey League over the course of his career. And also forward Jacob Stukel, who had his first year with the Condors last season. He also secures his name to the Condors roster next year, signing a 1-year AHL deal as well. He played 10 games as a Condor in 2019, scoring 6 points, and was drafted in the 6th round by Vancouver in 2016 before making his way over to the Oilers organization. Well, we like to highlight Bakersfield talent having an impact at the next level, and we featured former Frontier Titan Logan Gillespie, the pitcher in the Brewers farm system, just about a month ago. Well, today I got to catch up with Logan to see how his minor league journey has been. And he's currently a right-handed pitcher for the Milwaukee's single A team, the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers. That's a fun name. And he's getting to experience the minors following a stint in the Independent Ball League, including the Pecos League here in town. We're familiar with the Bakersfield Train Robbers. He was in Monterey. Well, the former catcher turned pitcher talks about that journey to professional ball with the Brewers, just another Bakersfield player in the Brewers organization, which would include Centennial's Corbin Burns.
Senior year, I got drafted 22nd round to the Cardinals as a catcher, but I didn't take it. So after that, I was like, all right, we'll go to JUCO and then see what happens there. Caught my first year at JUCO, pitched my second year, nothing happened. And they had a post-draft tryout at the Blaze Stadium for independent ball. Went there. I guess they liked what they saw, so then that's when I started playing independent ball.
Logan, he's a simple guy, and he, of course, made his all-star debut with the Midwest League, representing those Timber Rattlers back in June, making the most of his professional opportunity. Love to see that. Well, a couple of California teams are already in action. The Dodgers are down 1 in the top of the 7th in Philly. At one point, they trailed 6-1 in this game. They are on that 3-game winning streak, while the Padres are in the bottom of the 6th, trailing the Marlins 7-3. San Diego has been held hitless since the
the 3rd. In that one, we'll have some highlights a little bit later at 11. But Logan, guys, it's cool to see him, right? And we talked about this, and we'll have a little more on him later, but it'd be so cool to see Logan and Corbin in the same bullpen.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Awesome. Yeah, representing
You hear
Bakersfield.
that soundbite? It's so funny how much they have to do to get to that level.
It's been a journey. He went the JUCO route, as he said, then independent ball, so he's grinding out. We hope to see him make it one day.
Hard work pays off.
It
so.
does.
Awesome.
It does.
All right, Carrie, thanks. Let's go ahead and bring in 23 ABC's Allison Gargaro. Talk about our weather forecast. Not too terrible of a day. A little comfortable out there, even though it's July.
I know. Can you believe it? Temperatures in the 90s in the middle of July. Really not too bad. So we were very close to average today with a high of 97 degrees here in Bakersfield. 98 is that average, and it looks like we could be reaching that for the next few days, but that's something that we are going to be tracking. But these slightly cooler temperatures is all thanks to what's happening to our north. A disturbance